Hazel? What are you doing up? I thought I heard something. Hazel, you need rest. Come on, get back to bed. Almost 6 months ago, after graduating college, Connor was going through a stressful time in his life. Searching for a job, an apartment in the city. He sent applications everywhere, went on numerous interviews, but nothing seemed to be working out until a sudden vacancy at the Bellevue Heights complex. Connor was more than thrilled and relieved when he got the apartment. And surprisingly, ever since, it seemed luck worked out for him and he got hired at BII Tech. That's where he first met Hazel. They were both on the technical support team. What is that you're eating? What? It's a grilled cheese sandwich. Grilled? More like burnt. Yeah, I'm not used to cooking, and I overslept a little, was in a hurry. Toss it. Try this. I'm not a chef, but I think I make good pasta. Wow, this is awesome. It didn't take long for Connor and Hazel to become friends. Hazel was so sweet and caring. She was the nicest person. You're late for the meeting. Sorry, I had a hard time sleeping last night. Yeah, you look like a mess. You can't go in looking like that. Before they knew it, their friendship turned into something more. And they started dating. Wow, this place is a mess. Really? Seems alright to me. Yeah, that's because you're a savage. This place needs a lot of rearranging. With Hazel in his life, things shifted in just a blink. Hazel fixed up the apartment. Now and then she cooked, and eventually she was taking care of everything, and they were happy. So Connor thought, why not ask her to move in? And ever since, they have been living together. But although Connor's life got together, since Hazel began living here, he noticed some strange things begin to happen. And it all started with the bad dreams. A snake. There's a snake. Hazel, wake up. It's just a dream. What did you see? It looked like a fish or a snake in the room. There is no fish or snake. You had a bad dream. And a few days later, stranger things happened. Hazel, what happened to your leg? I don't know. I noticed it a couple of days ago. It's like it's spreading. We should get that checked out. It seems like a flesh-eating bacteria. Have you been anywhere lately? Camping, swimming? No, not at all. I've prescribed some antibiotics. It should get better. How could this happen? After the trip to the doctors, Hazel was doing all right. But it seemed she was so stressed. Every night she woke up to nightmares. Sometimes Connor discovered strange scratches and marks on her body. You're bleeding. How did you get these scratches? I don't know. Connor, what is this? It looks like a genuine ancient relic or something you would see in a museum. Where did you buy this from? I didn't buy it. It was here when I moved in. Oh, all right. Sometime back, he too was going through something similar. When Connor first moved in, he found the previous tenant had left behind some stuff, of which was the statue. Not thinking much about it, Connor just left it be. But the statue always caught his attention. There was something about it, and every night he would end up staying awake staring at it. It was almost as if he couldn't help himself but to look at it. And he too started having unusual dreams. Who's there? Show yourself. But ever since Hazel came into his life, all this stopped, and he thought he was alone in his life, alone in this apartment. And seeing that statue so often, his mind was playing tricks on him. Connor always wondered, what was it about that statue? Now, seeing Hazel suffer, his doubts and fears were beckoning him. There was definitely something more to it. That night, after Hazel fell asleep, Connor decided to research about the statue. Prasine, a female spirit of fresh water or river. She is a woman who is a serpent or fish from the waist down. Folklore. The story tells of a king who went hunting one day and came across a beautiful lady in the forest, Prasine. The king persuaded her to marry him, but she agreed, only on the promise, for there is often a hard and fatal condition attached to any pairing of fae and mortal, that he must not enter her chamber when she birthed or bathed her children. She gave birth to triplets, Melusine, Melior, and Palatine. When the king violated this taboo, Priscine left the kingdom together with her 3 daughters and traveled to the mysterious Lost Isle. The next day, Connor decided he would return the statue to its owner. Mr. Jameson, will it be possible to get an address or number of the previous tenant in apartment 4A? He left behind some stuff and I wanted to return it. Can't give you much on him, but he had this number on file. Maybe you can reach him there. Thank you. Calling the number, a woman picked up. Hello? Hello. May I speak with Jack Smith? Jack? Who is this? Connor Allen. I moved into apartment 4A recently. He used to live here and he left behind some stuff. I was hoping to return it. You can return them to me. I'm Gina, his wife. Getting Gina's address, Connor went over to her place that evening. Gina lived in a rather rundown part of town. She was a woman in her late 40s. Connor? Connor? Yes, Gina? Come in. This thing. I always told him to get rid of it. What is this? Jack. It wasn't too long ago. He didn't have much to look forward to in his life. He was a small-town crook, getting by doing petty crimes. But Jack was truly one in a million, because life changed completely for him. The day he won the lottery. All of a sudden, Jack was a millionaire. He was living in the rich part of town, driving the best, eating the best. I'm going to take you to the best restaurant in town. The newfound thrill of luxury only excited Jack for a while. And he knew if he kept on wasting his money on temporary delight, he would soon be on the streets again, doing petty crime. Jack wanted to invest the money, and he soon got into business with a close friend of his. They planned to settle a deal. But it was soon Jack realized his partner didn't have good intentions, and he was setting him up to be conned. Jack was up for taking risks, but he wasn't gullible. At the same time, Jack had always been a little superstitious, so he decided to visit an old hermit for advice. I have all this money, but I feel like my life is in danger. I might lose everything. Take this. It will protect you. What is this? It's a presence that will always watch over you. Never let anything come near you. Jack never told me exactly what happened that night after he brought it back, but his partner is no more. Jack said he tried to attack him, but something protected him that night. Not knowing what to do, Jack wanted to leave the city, planning never to look back. But he was no longer the same man. He was changed. He always seemed worried, had a hard time focusing, sleeping. And the statue, it was as if he was obsessed with it. He would spend hours of the night staring at it, and he no longer needed me, or any other woman. Jack, what are you doing up? And what are you staring at? What is this? It's what saved me. What? Jack, you are losing your mind. You need to sleep. You need to get rid of this. No, stay away from it. Jack's condition only worsened. And in all this, it was one day I got news. Jack was no more. Man who won the lottery mysteriously found dead in his apartment. So, you're not his wife? I'm the closest thing he ever had to a wife. What do I do about this? When you said you wanted to return some things, I thought it would be worth something. But this, it's a cursed thing. Get rid of it. Leaving Gina's place that night, Connor placed the statue in the car and got on his way back home. He kept thinking about all she said, what happened to Jack before he died. He was experiencing the same thing. If it was all because of the statue, Connor had to get rid of it. Stopping the car in the middle of the bridge, Connor decided to throw it out into the river. It was almost midnight when Connor returned home. The apartment was silent. Hazel? There was no reply. Did she fall asleep? Stepping into his bedroom, Connor found Hazel in bed. But as he stepped closer, something didn't seem right. The bed, it was soaked. Hazel? Hazel! Hazel had passed away. She had drowned in her sleep. How can this happen? What is this?
Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.